bad drugs being passed by the FDA. This fucking thing tripping.
CBS, what could be finer than a little feces in your spices or a cigarette butt in your sandwich? Perhaps some rat hair in your peanut butter. Sounds disgusting, but the Food and Drug Administration says that a certain amount of contamination is unavoidable in commercial food processing, so it allows for a small amount of filth before taking action. 11 revolting things government lets in your food. "11 totally disgusting things the FDA allows in your food," CBS News. Handbook casually called Food Defect Action Levels, levels of natural or unavoidable defects in foods that present no health hazards for humans, says that filth is objectionable matter contributed by insects, rodents, and birds, decomposed material, and miscellaneous matter such as sand, soil, glass, rust, or other foreign substances. "11 totally disgusting things the In the booklet, the FDA writes that it is economically impractical to grow, harvest, or process raw products that are totally free of non-hazardous, naturally occurring, unavoidable defects.
Naturally occurring. Naturally occurring. Naturally occurring. That's what you son of a bitch said. That ain't nothing natural about the fucking pollution, man.
Further, FDA spokesperson Ira R. Allen tells CBS News that the FDA applies its resources to protect the safety of the American food supply based on risk assessments of health hazards. The government sets limits for naturally occurring contaminants that are unaesthetic but in most cases not hazards to public health, he says. When these levels are exceeded, FDA can and will take regulatory action immediately if any disease-causing microbes are present.
Mm-mm. After the effect, cause and effect. They causing the effect by allowing all the contamination to come into a food that isn't a food, and they know it isn't a food from them being the ones that's okay in this bullshit. Until we get smart to this bullshit, we gonna be dumb eating it.
Yes, but
Dumb people.
cigarette butts. Besides, some entomologists that some people consider insects a protein staple, if not a delicacy.
Here's one about the government again.
The government sets limits for naturally occurring contaminants that are unaesthetic but in most cases not hazards to public health, he says. When
Wow.
these levels are exceeded,
Just go to show you. Stop it right there to say that they don't care about the public. See, the rich people ain't going through this type of shit because they got all type of filters, and then they got their food coming from a different source. But it's us as the sheeple that's allowing them to do this to us. Of course, we would be the ones, all because of the bullshit that we believe in. Until we start to stand up for what the truth is within, and stop all this worshiping some God and some Jesus outside of you. It is what it is. Stupid. So we was taught to be stupid. Stupid fucking people. I'm my bad. Stupid fucking sheep. Let's finish this shit. I'm gonna do it.
13 photos, 11 revolting things government lets in your food.
Alright, now that's done. We did that one now, so try to find me some more of this stuff. Cause seem like we don't care about each other. I do this every day, cause I love you, and that's all because Creator loved me first. So if my Creator loved me first, I got you second, third, fourth, and fifth. That's how a hand works. You got 5 fingers, baby. So I got 5 on it. That's me giving you a hand up. Cause I know the truth is, fuck all this bullshit. Let's go. Let's see what the news got on the other day. I mean, we just got bullshit on top of bullshit on top of bullshit.
Marketed to a wider audience than previous Tesla cars, but there are still questions about whether it'll take off. It's $35,000, not cheap, but less than other models. John Blackstone was at Tesla's factory in Fremont, California, as the first Model 3s rolled off the lot.
With fanfare fit for a rock star, Tesla launched its Model 3.
That's
CEO Elon Musk's ambition is making this the electric car for the mass market.
We're going to do everything we possibly can to get you the car as soon as possible.
Right now, the Model 3 is pretty much everything to Tesla. This is the car that they have to get right to ensure that their business continues.
The Model 3 costs around $35,000 with an all-electric range of more than 200 miles.
Oh,
Tesla's previous models
that nigga
started
paid.
nearly $70,000.
That he paid.
Has there ever been a car
He
salesman
paid.
like Elon Musk?
He
Elon
paid.
Musk is
He
I think
paid.
he's beyond a car salesman.
He
I think
paid.
he's more like a,
You
a
go
hero
Elon
for a
Musk,
lot of folks,
or whatever
and
you
I
call
think
your
that
monkey ass
the
name.
opportunity to buy a car from his company and be a part of
Wow.
his movement
Wow.
is attractive to a lot
Yes,
of people.
indeed.
So attractive that since the Model 3 was unveiled in March last year, more than 400,000 people have put down $1,000 each to get on the waiting list to buy one. To satisfy all those orders, Musk says Tesla will build 500,000 cars a year by the end of 2018. But in all of 2016, Tesla built fewer than 90,000 cars.
Some of the production targets are pretty ambitious. People have doubted Tesla before, but the fact that they are, rolling cars off that people are going to drive, says a lot.
Those are actual owners getting actual production cars.
Electric cars.
See, and I would say like you said, Tesla, and I would like for you to hear me, Tesla.
John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.
you could have an
We'll
inner
take a quick break, but when we
company
return,
sabotage
it's just not fair. We'll have the story of the
meaning
Canadian
that
man
another
who's
company
now
could plant a
rivaling
bug in
others
your
twice
company to
in
sabotage
streaming
your
CBS
car
ads.
simply because they don't want your company to succeed. It's fucked up when your own people do this shit over greed. When there's enough
So the
of
question is, do we want her to be
when there's
better?
enough of bullshit
Or
for
do we want her to be
everybody.
better? I want her to be better.
Now I'm looking at robots and shit. Well, we in for a lot of bullshit coming up, people. And when I say a lot of bullshit, I don't say that they're likely. So I'm about to live and finish doing this video. This shit get me speechless. I'm, I want to play Grand Theft Auto, but then I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto. I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto because don't nobody really come to Grand Theft Auto and hear what I have to say. Because a lot of people don't like really looking at, I guess, the game Grand Theft Auto. But if you realize that it ain't about playing the game with me, it's about the things that I'm talking about while I'm playing the game for y'all to hear. To really just open up your heart to care. Because we have a lot of people that don't care about other people that they don't know. This is not the way of the loving creator at the beginning of all that there has been created and will be created after we go. We are destroying everything that's good on this earth, people. We rushing for what? We racing for what? Take the time, smell the roses before they go. Because our air is polluted. Our water is polluted. Our earth is polluted. All by mankind. We are like a disease to this earth. But we the first people, the first loving people, that's hearts awaken up to the truth. It's time to stand up and die if need be for this earth. Because if we don't show that we're not afraid to die for the truth, being just that, the truth, if anything ain't happened to this earth, man, we all the truth. You can't live underground forever. What happens with the sky? What happens with the birds? What happens with the trees? Man, we live in a circle of life, people. We fucking this circle up, man. We fucking up Mother Earth, man. This is hurting my heart to know that we done did this before. It's almost like we're a disease that destroys shit everywhere we go. And I'm just talking about people. Because when you look at brown people killing brown people, and when you look at cracker people killing cracker people, when you look at all nationality of people killing people, nobody's not putting no gun to your head when you take that life. There's no devil guiding you. There's no God talking to you. It's just you with your choices to do what you do. Because if you don't know the reason why you do the things that you do, you are stupid. And I'll say again, it's just ironic that we was taught to be stupid. Because how could a person rule around another person unless they got that person under a spell, meaning you could not be ruled unless you was taught to believe in what you being ruled by. I can't read or write, people, but I guarantee I get this here straight. Because I am straight as an arrow shot at a target, knowing to hit in the middle. I am as sharp as a razor that cut a hair follicle down the middle. Because I know the truth is the truth. Slippery, so lies can't hold on. Lies supposed to just slide off, and the truth is supposed to carry on. I say that's supposed to so lightly because of the time that we live in. We live in the time of that fucked up story Babylon. When you can look at this being Babylon, being as twisted as a pretzel could ever be. Because when you look at the truth has been bent backwards. Now the truth is a lie and the lies are the truth. And you can go to jail for just telling the truth on some bastards. Because every time I think about me dealing with Walmart, about me showing how racist Walmart is with the returning policy, and how profiling Walmart is when they follow customers around in their stores. And I done spent a lot of money in Walmart to say that what happened to me, and no one is doing nothing about what happened to me, because I end up in jail because of what happened to me. And all I was doing was trying to film a documentary of the bullshit. But Walmart won't give up the tape. And here I am bouncing back and forth and going to court with this bullshit to the point where they put me in jail for coming to court late. When I was in the courthouse an hour and 30 minutes early and was in the court in time enough to not be late. But to be in a wheelchair and to be in a building with almost 100 and something people, you tell me, wouldn't you have a little problem being a little late? You could have had a situation with your colostomy bag, meaning I don't shit the same way you shit. I could have had it dealing with my bladder, because I don't pee the way you pee. But I'm just showing you how much the truth don't matter because of the bullshit that did me. By putting me in jail knowing that the jail didn't have none of the shit that I needed for my personal hygiene. So I can call all that happened to me here in Houston County from day fucking one of when they did me anything. And that's way back March the 5th, 2013. That was when they stopped my ambulance from getting to the hospital, when we all know there is no stop in going to the emergency room, especially if you call for the emergency. Oh, at that time, I was as literate as a Chico stick until the Creator showed me what the truth is within me to know that the truth is in you too. People lie, numbers don't. And all my numbers add up to me being Mr. Glasses 48 talking to you. I love you more than you love yourself. And the truth, it's just that, the truth. You gotta stand up on it and shout it out when it comes deep from your heart and you know it's the truth without a doubt, and you're willing to die because you know this is the truth. No one wants to die, but I say I'm not afraid to die, and I did it 4 times, so I know. I'm not afraid to die because I know what the truth is. When it's time for you to go, you gonna go. You just gotta know exactly what you're doing before you go and what you're leaving here after you leave. Because when I say that we are the Creator's greatest creations to be in, it is what it is. That's the reason why you see. Where do you actually think your thoughts come from? It don't come from fucking no sky. And it definitely don't come from some white fucking man called God. And Jesus ain't coming back to save nobody that's alive. If you don't save your ass yourself, you gonna show enough die. Because the creator is within inside you, fighting for you against all the bullshit outside you trying to get inside and kill you. And that's all the funky ass lies. From the shit being told to you that is food and it's really bullshit that they put together to kill you slowly but to make money off it. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. It's time for you to start standing up on the truth and stop bullshitting yourself. Because when you understand, get that your birthday isn't your birthday, you were just born here. And then you think about the Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy. You got to start putting the lies together to understand better, to know that understand is you standing over somebody beating something in your head for you to get that's a lie. That's why they say, do you understand this shit? You're supposed to not understand some bullshit because if it don't make sense, you ain't gonna make nothing out of it. I already know the reason why they always banning my videos from certain countries because of the things that I talk about. Because I talk about the creator of everything that has been created and will be created. And that's after us without any doubts. It's man created that God and that Jesus bullshit for you to be twisted up and not know. Your heart don't beat by no remote control. You don't have no soul with no hole. Your mind, body, and soul is all divine entwined with the loving you unconditional creator, giving you life, giving you free will, giving you the choices, the will towards the creator love unconditional, or to stop the love and hate. Because that's the only way you can stop what's straight. And that's the love that's in you to give to the opposite sex of you to make another life. We was taught to be stupid people, but we can always wake up from stupidity, people. Look at me. I am the light. The light to open up your eyes so you can see. The light is as light as the feather, as my heart loving you forever. That's why I'm 48. The 8 is 2 circles coming together, laying down. We are the people in the middle. Coming together, us as the people. There's no problem we couldn't solve. That's why a certain amount of people got us separated. And it's the truth to it all. You got to love yourself more, to care more for people you don't know. Because that's the way that love, unconditional feeling, never stops. It always goes. It's always going to be creating with no material motive but to love the creation to live forever. I love you more than you love you. That's why I tell you this truth. Because the truth is just that, the truth. For you to know for yourself. I don't talk to your ass no more. I talk straight to your hearts. Because your ass is full of shit. That's why your ass can never be smart. Until you let go of the bullshit and live by your heart. Oh, I love that, love. That was for finishing. That was the finishing. I love the love, you